Okay, so we can get started with our warm-up. So just stand on up. And with your feet about shoulder width apart, we're going to just start by shaking out the wrists. And to do so, I'm moving my elbows. You can change the angles by having your palms facing up or down or to the sides. And now we're going to work the elbows and shoulders. And from here, you're going to use your knees to bounce and let the arms follow and twist to the sides. You should feel your shoulders opening up a bit. Okay. Next, keep your feet where they are, and you're going to turn your hips. And again, let the arms follow. Okay. Next, you have two options. You can either twist to the sides and raise your arms up to open up the torso area, or you can come all the way down to do these windmills. So I twist, reach out my arms, and twist to the other side and continue. Reverse directions. Okay. And stand up, and you're going to circle your hips now. Reverse. Place your feet together and circle the knees. Just be careful with this. Don't make the circles too large if you have any joint issues. But if you're fine, then you can also twist to the sides. And reverse. Okay, ankles. Circle in one direction. Reverse. And switch feet. Reverse. Now that the muscles are loosened up, we're going to do a little more stretching. Feet together, interlock your fingers. Inhale as you reach up and exhale. Reach for the ceiling. Feel free to go up on the balls of your feet. You have the balance. Now inhale and twist to one side and exhale. And just hold that stretch for a little bit while you continue breathing normally. If you can turn your head to the back, you can stretch your neck a little bit more. And inhale back to the center. Exhale, twist to the other side. And repeat, inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, lean to one side. You can use your hand to pull on the other wrist. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, lean to the other side. Switch. And switch. And back to the center. Relax your arms and we'll do some shoulder rolls. So inhale, bring those shoulders forward and up. And exhale as you bring your shoulders back and down. Try to make the motion as big as you can. If you're comfortable, you can also twist to the sides. And reverse directions. Inhale, shoulders come up. Exhale, shoulders go forward and down. Now alternate. Inhale, one shoulder goes up. Exhale as it goes back and down. Then repeat on the other side. And you can also turn your head to face behind you if you want to stretch your neck a little bit more. And reverse directions. Inhale and exhale. Okay, now from here, we're just going to bend over by hinging at the hips and let the arms relax. So we're not stretching and actually trying to reach for the floor or anything. But from here, we're going to shake our hips. And this will allow the low back to open up a little bit more. And feel free to stretch if you want to, or you can also twist to the sides, shake a little bit more. You'll feel one side getting a little bit more stretched out. Good. Place your hands on your thighs and slowly stand back up. All right. So if you didn't attend last week, that's totally fine. Just a quick introduction to Qigong, which means energy and work. So it's an umbrella term that covers pretty much anything from running a marathon and sitting meditation. So when you're running a marathon, it's very physical. You don't have to use the mind quite as much. And then on the other side, when you're sitting and meditating, you don't move the body very much, but you're actually using your mind a lot more to concentrate on whether it's your breathing that you're thinking about or leading your chi through a particular path. So what we're doing today is we just kind of warmed up and stretched out the body a little bit. Hopefully you feel a little bit more relaxed, and that allows your chi to be able to flow more freely. All right. So again, Qigong is an umbrella term that covers pretty much anything that we do. And it's a balance of how much physical work we do and how much of the mind we use to concentrate and lead the energy. All right. We're going to do a little bit of breathing for now. So just stand kind of comfortably. Feet can be about shoulder width or a little bit wider. And for now, feel free to keep your hands by your sides or place them on your center. And just take a deep breath in and exhale. Feel free to close your eyes. And as you relax, try to extend each breath while keeping it slow and smooth and continuous. So make sure you don't hold your breath at any point. Next, if you feel comfortable, you can try to bring it down to your abdomen area. So as you inhale, with normal abdominal breathing, you're going to feel your abdomen expand just a little bit. And then when you exhale, it comes back in. But we're not actively trying to push it out or suck it back in. Again, inhale and exhale. Practice breathing is a strategy. So if there's anything that you don't feel comfortable with, just do whatever you can that feels natural. Right. So we just did normal abdominal breathing, and now we're going to try to reverse it. And we actually do this on a regular basis if we're trying to push something or lift something very hard. When we inhale, we bring the abdomen in just slightly. And then when we exhale, we actually sort of push out. So you might have done this before. Good. Two more variations with breathing. As you can tell, breath work is very important in what we do. All right, so now as we inhale, imagine again, everything coming in, if you're trying the reverse abdominal breathing. And now when you exhale, think about expanding outwards. So kind of all around. All right, so you can either think about front and back, inhale and exhale, and pushing out. Inhale, everything comes back in. Okay, good. Now we're going to place our hands in front of us, palms facing in. And again, continue to take a deep breath in. Feel your lungs expand and just notice your hands might separate a little bit. And then when you exhale, the hands kind of come back together to their original position. Again, inhale and exhale. If you feel comfortable, you can think about inhaling, leading your chi up your spine. Then as you exhale, the chi goes down your arms to the center of your palms and the space between your palms. This actually takes a lot of concentration and practice. One more time, I'll explain and show you. Inhale, lead the chi up your spine. Then exhale, lead it down your arms to the center of your palms. Some of you might already start to feel a little bit of like either warmth or tingly feeling, where your palms might feel like they're magnets. Good. So now we're going to move the arms a little bit more. As I inhale, I'm going to make like a wave motion with my spine. This is another exercise. It's a little bit challenging, but think about opening the chest and spine bows. And then as you exhale, you're going to close. And naturally, you'll find that your arms may want to move in a circular motion. This is what we call Tai Chi ball Qigong. So we're imagining that we're holding a ball between our palms. And again, inhale, lead the chi up your spine. And exhale, chi goes out the arms to the palms. And feel free to turn your hips to the sides. As you do your spine wave, just make it a smaller motion. You don't want to overextend and end up putting a lot of strain on your back. So just gently open and close the chest and spine bows. Good. Relax your arms. We're going to move the legs a little bit. So first, let's raise the knees up and open up the hips. And I'm going to cover two stances that we have. The first one, we call it a back stance or 4-6 stance. 40% of the weight is on the front leg and 60% is on the back. If I face forward, I want to make sure my feet aren't too wide or they're not directly in front of each other. So I want a little bit of space in between so I can feel comfortable. All right. Then from here, I'm going to push off my back foot. Try to feel the connection to the floor and then shift a bit more weight to the front foot. Then push off your front foot and shift back and forward. When we use these two stances like this, we call this rocking. Forward and rocking back. You can think about exhaling as you go forward and inhaling as you come back. Switch to the other side. You can just kind of turn around or pivot on that front heel and then pivot that back heel out. Again, 40% of the way on the front foot and 60% on the back. So I'm going to exhale as I go forward and inhale as I come back. You'll notice my hips are turning a little bit, which is one of my habits, but it doesn't matter. You can also keep it straight. And in a moment, we're going to add back that circular motion that we were doing earlier. Again, connect to the floor, push off your back foot to go forward. Push up that front foot to go back. Okay, back to the first side. So now we're going to combine everything. I'm going to start with my forward stance and my arms extended. And now as I shift back to my stance, I'm going to start my circle. My hands are going to go up and push off your back foot and allow the arms to extend forward. Inhale, come back. Exhale, go forward. See if you can initiate the movement from your center. The center connects our lower and upper bodies together. From here, you can also turn your hips to the sides. So if I twist this way, I stretch out one side a little bit more than the other. And I can also twist to my left. And now switch to the other side. Front toe in, back toe out. Again, inhale as you come back. And exhale as you go forward. And feel free to play around with the size of your circles. You can make them very large and fully extend. Or you can concentrate on the overall connection and make smaller circles. And let's come back to the center here, 50-50 weight on each foot. And if you feel comfortable, now we're going to turn our hips to the sides. And as we do that, we're going to make horizontal circles. So it doesn't matter if you want to start counterclockwise or clockwise. Again, inhale. My hands are closer to the body. And exhale, extend outward. Now see if you can switch directions by drawing an S and reverse. And switch again, make an S curve and reverse. Good. Now we'll go back to our vertical circles. So if I was coming in, up, and then out and forward, this is our, what we say, the yang direction, like yin and yang. And now I'm going to make an S curve again. So at the top of my circle, I just draw an S. Now I'm at the bottom of my circle and I'm reversing directions. So this is the yin direction. And at the top of my circle, I make another S curve. And now I'm back to yang. Now let's just stand still, have the arms by the sides. Feel free to close your eyes and just do a quick scan of your body. See if you notice if you feel a little bit more relaxed. Your hands might feel a little bit heavy. Just by visualizing leading the chi, it actually can move some of the chi there. So you might feel a little bit of pressure in the hands. Okay, and that is the end of our class. It's 1:30 now. So if you'd like to join me, I'll be here next week and the following week. All right, thank you very much. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and have a nice weekend.